So starting with this video, it's just some trivial movement. We need to go back to the time. Specifically, we need to go to Nadia. And in Nadia's house, like, she's lying in her bed because she has kind of a sleep deprivation going on. So we need to talk with almost every NPC in her room, and that is something that we haven't encountered with this task yet. So we only need to talk with either the girl to the very right, which I just did there, or with the girl at the bottom of the room, which I don't do. So basically just talked with both, counted the frames, see what was faster, and it turned out that the girl to the right was about half a second faster. Slightly more actually. So yeah, going on with some text advancing. It's not the funniest thing to do when you are going to test this game. And there is a lot of text advancing in this segment, even though it's rather short. So yeah, finishing up this text advancing, we are going to Bonaire's house, and who would have guessed more text to come. But this time we need to talk with every NPC, so we don't even have a choice. It's just about optimal movement here in this room then. But yeah, it wasn't hard to figure out an optimal path. So after the next dialogue we can enter Bonaire's nightmare. And this dungeon was... It was quite fun to do, even though it was rather short. Because we can not only skip most of it, but even if you don't skip anything in this dungeon, it's still a really short one. There's a nice little gimmick. There are dragon statues all over this place, like right up here. And if you hit them, they make blocks either appear or disappear, corresponding to the color they have. Here's some item carry jump to skip some screen transitions. Then hitting this switch again, and grab a key, because we needed to advance in this dungeon. And now it's just some sprint optimizations. Equipping the earth scroll here to kill the sliders a bit quicker. And hitting this button again, so the blocks change. And in this room you could technically lose some time because you have to wait at the end anyway. But I still went for going through it as fast as possible. And yeah, there are some duck sounds. Just felt like doing it. It's not going to happen every time, but... I mean, if it doesn't waste time, why not? So switching back to the bomb because we needed to advance further into this dungeon. Pulling the bomb while staying saves another frame again. And yeah, here some dash optimizations again. It's really just a straightforward dungeon, there's not much to talk about. Dashing around this chest saved, I think it was only 2 frames over jumping over the chest. So yeah, this text is... you can't speed it up. Well, you can technically speed it up by a bit, but it wouldn't matter since you have to wait for Bonaire to walk up there anyway. And then here doing a little damage boost after this text box. To just dash through all the enemies and the spike ball at the end. And we are already in the boss room of this dungeon. This boss is a one-shot with a bomb, so basically it's all about finding the frame where you pull the bomb. Where you have to pull the bomb in order to kill this boss as quick as possible. And I decided to walk in like a diamond shape in this room while waiting for the boss to spawn, and that was already it. I decided to go a bit further with this, though, because it was such a short part of this game. So we are going to go through some text again, so I don't have to start with it in my next part. And it will go all the way until I pick up the flail, which we need to do some really nice stuff in the next part. So stay tuned for that.